Let's see if we have people joining the stream. Hello everyone, my name is Amos Nimas and welcome to this streaming session. I will talk today about my new project, what I'm doing, my website, stuff like that. So amosnimas.com is like the website I've been maintaining for about a year now. It's not perfect, but it's cozy, and I think that it's a vibe that really got popular recently, that people really enjoy cozy stuff. Let me just change the music for the stream, if you don't mind. Let's go with Evil 2, why not? That sounds good. All AI generated song that I generated using suno.ai.com. I don't know, like suno.com, that thing. Yeah, I really love that website. It's great. It's one of the great uses for AI to generate songs and music for games. It's amazing. Like if you had to participate in a game jam and had to create something from scratch and you're not like a musical artist, it's a big help. So this on the right side is my blog, and let's say we go into novels. I wrote this little like DC unofficial story. You have like Demon Lord Ascension, which was one of my recent projects, and you have access to the repository if you want to see the code for that. And if you click Ascend, you're back. You can play the game. Let's attack that dude. We defeated him. We got some gold, and right now gold does nothing. And I stopped working on that game. Like it was great. Like I fixed. There was some sound issue. We still have some. Sometimes it doesn't remember you when you log back. So I consider it really incomplete, but I will not continue development on that project, at least because of the format. It is a JavaScript website at the core of it, and I'm not able to do all the things. Like bug fixing is just, it's getting to a point where I don't enjoy it. So I will step back for a moment. Maybe I'll come back to this project later. Still like the core of it, the concept. It had quite a big popularity on itch.io. It had like a page, but the last update that I did broke a lot of stuff, so a lot of people stopped coming back, you know? There are a lot of people that were, what is that thing? That looks nice. That looks like gnarly. What is that? Guard type. That looks gnarly as heck. What this? Like the graphics are cool. Like, look at this mosaic background. It's made in Unity. Oh, that's cool. That's like I think it's inspired by Garfield. Yeah, that's one of these cosmic or Garfield game, and our ship is also like inspired by Garfield. Interesting. Got distracted. That's the best part of these videos that I make, me getting distracted, talking about something and then skipping to another subject. At least that's what I enjoy doing. So if you go back to my own channel, you have like Demon Lord Ascension right here. Enter your name, and that's the thing, it will forget your name for some reason. If you log back in, okay, that time it remembered, but if I close the computer and reboot it, I think it will forget my name. So this version is not really popular. Adding combat like this, I think, disappointed maybe a lot of people. I don't know. I just if we look at the statistics on my dashboard, you can see like there was a peak before where I had like about 100 people a day playing Demon Lord Ascension, and now it's dropped to maybe 30, 20, 10, you know, around 20. So that's a big drop, like going from like almost 100 to 20. And I don't have feedback, like I don't have comments of people telling me what they think of the game, if they see bugs and stuff. So there's that. That's one of the projects I've been working on. And one of the other projects on my itch.io page, you can also access that from my website. So if I go back on the home page, there is like Demon Lord Ascension itch, and you have like other project I worked on, other games, and I think I will remove that button from my site. So if you go back here, Hero is probably one of the projects I'm the most proud of, but yet you see there is no good promotion for it, mainly because I used a lot of default assets from GameMaker Ace, which is an old version of GameMaker. I ran all of this within Windows XP in a VM. So yes, that means that the game is not really portable to modern version of Windows, not really even portable to Linux. The music in the title screen is glitchy, but then after that, when you start playing the game, it works somehow. So you know, it's hard to get it to work, but when you do, this is my masterpiece. This is my magnum opus. It doesn't look like it, but this is a really big world I created, and I want to recreate it in a format that more people can enjoy. Which brings us back to my recent obsession with the Picotron project. Picotron is a virtual workstation, if you want to call it that, virtual computer, maybe virtual operating system. There's not really a good name for it yet because it is something new, something that we never seen before, and it's not as popular as it. The creator of Picotron created Pico 8, which is more popular. It's the previous generation, if you want. It's a virtual console, which is great. A lot of games are amazing on that. I did not expect a shipped game. I thought that this would be like a Hotline Miami gameplay. So apparently I need to, I don't know how to play this game. Oh, this is like Among Us, but for Pico 8. Interesting. So there's a lot of demake for these games. Is that like a Sonic demake? I don't know. Just looking at the cartridge sometime. Yeah, that looks... Can you even call it a demake at this point? Can you? Like, that's fun. Like, I suggest you go try the games that Pico 8 has to offer. Damn, that's impressive. That is really cool. I'd like to see that game being played on a CRT. Look at this. Even the physics is good. Yeah, I won't play the Sonic game right now, but yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. I don't know if you can hear the music. I think you can. Well, that's a cool game. All free to play on in your browser, by the way. That's another thing I like. So if you go on my website, now you have like this little BBS that brings you to all the cards that you can play in your browser. Or that one I played recently. It's very fun. It's very good. Let's give it a star and a like. That was like, that's a good card. That's a good game. Sad that it's just a demo for now, so I think he will plan on selling the full game probably. So that's fair. I mean, you created something great and you want people to, you know, you want to get a reward for it. That's capitalism, even though capitalism is a bit broken lately, with people not being able to acquire capital. Are we live for real? No people watching the stream. Interesting. So that game, I suggest you try it if you can, even if you have to run like a virtual box with Windows XP. Do what you must, but play that game. It is great. It is good. Just needs a little bit more pizzazz on the web page, you know. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to recreate it in Picotron. So let's go back to that. Picotron. And that's the launch I created for Picotron. Very cool application. I will make sure that you have sound for that though. Let's bring back the desktop audio. I don't know if this will conflict with my microphone. Shouldn't. Wait a minute, I have to answer the door. Yes, so like I was saying, I want to make sure that you have the sound, because there is good sound design here. Listen to this. That is a bit quiet, but yes. The volume though is very not loud enough though, but who cares? That's the sound it makes when you click, and then you can open Hero, which is the project I'm working on, and boom, you appear here. That's the same scene that you have when you play the original one, and you can talk to that guy, and that's all I did so far, and I will be working on that. Also, the launcher, it loads the card, so you can start editing it. So let's go into the conversation here. My funny debug. One of the things I don't really like is that you're kind of limited to having single conversation. From what I've seen, with the when you use talk, you don't have like multiple dialogue from the characters, which I don't necessarily like, and also you don't see the face of who's talking to you, so that's a bit confusing. It'd be nice to have like maybe an icon for that, so I think I should probably start by adding that. So he's like a priest character, and I want to draw him like larger. Oh, that's bad. I'm not really good at drawing. Should probably get somebody to do the art for the game, but for now let's use placeholders. And placeholders, they need to be drawn, they don't just appear on their own. So let's draw a placeholder. That never said I was good at drawing. Boom boom. Yeah, that's awful. Let's try to draw some hair for our priest dude. Yeah, something like that maybe. I don't know. What do hairs look like? Boom, boom. Yeah, that's good enough. Sorry. Not an artist, like I said. And let's give him like big old glasses because he wears those in the original game. Maybe like this. And yeah, that doesn't look too bad, right? Like, that looks like it could be a close-up of that priest. And he has like these little, you know, like pads, I think. And let's put the little color, priest color. Here, we make it twice as thick because we're closing up. And maybe have him have a robe like this. I don't know. Is that good enough? Maybe give him like a mouth, or maybe better without the mouth. I like it better without the mouth. Around the face there was like this outline, but I don't really like it. I think I should get rid of it. Like poof, poof. Now he looks fatter. Maybe if I remove like background here. Yep. And that could be his ears though. Boom. Maybe that could be his nose or his mouth. Yeah, that's good. That ain't bad. I think that. And the ears, I think there. Let me sure how that works. Try to get some symmetry, which is not that easy to do with pixels. I don't know, that looks so ugly. I am so not good at this. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Try to get a more of a roundish face shape. Yeah, I think that's good. For the ears, maybe if I did that. It's coming along, I think. Maybe if I did this. Now the ears look like a mess. Oh, that could be good. Oh, I like that. the haircut really did it. Like, it was just needing a haircut, like, really badly. How about I do this and then place that there? That looks okay, I guess. No? Now it's misaligned. Like, it could lower these ears just a bit. Bring that up. Not sure what that is, but it's supposed to represent the ears. Yeah, I like that. It's a unique style, but yeah, it works. And should I draw like outlines for the glasses? I don't know. Like something like that. Oh yes, that's good. I said I wasn't good at art, but this is coming along quite nicely. And like maybe having like these right here. Oh, now you look like a priest. Yeah, boy. Like, that's the reference. Keep in mind, that is the reference. But I think in the reference, like, you have like this going so it ends here. It's not that wide, and then you would have like these. For some reason, like this one is just, it's not looking right. I think the shape is just wrong. I think like it needs to be thinner to be equal here, but then it's too thin. So I think it was better when it was like not symmetric. Something like that. Then you can like higher this. Yes, I could have it be like boom boom. And then I could lower that just a bit, even more maybe, to act like your profile. Okay, which side is better? This one, the right side, or the left side? I think the left side is better, even though it's simpler. Sometimes simplicity is just better. Do I lower this too? And I'm not sure I like that. So that's our priest, I think. Yeah, let's try that. I'm really unsure which one I prefer. I think that one looks cooler. Yeah, I think that's good for our priest. And I could maybe try to remove that. Yeah, that's good. Damn, I'm impressed. Like, you have the far away and close up, like it looks great. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think it looks great. I gotta like, I don't know who did that, but thanks. And then I can like go back to just give him like maybe the mouth is just too, yeah, it was too flashy, you know. Boom, you have like the little priest. Save that, and now we need to add this image on the left side of the text. This is not gonna be easy, folks. No, it is not going to be easy. I need to first find the place where I handle the text event. So like this is using a new interactable function, and that function must be set somewhere. So I will need to move up and search for new int. Nothing here. New int. Not in here. So maybe it's a lib, maybe it's a library that get loaded there. So you have like all of these libraries, helper, player handle, and here where I have like the interactable, I'm not loading any library, so it must be loaded from here. You have pickup enemies particle interactable.lua. That's the script I'm looking for. It's in the library for that project. So let's save that. Go back here. Drive, app data, BBS. That's where I store all the cards. You have also I should do a gameplay video of Picovania if you want me to do that. Like, I'd be happy to play right now. So let's close that. Go back to our Pico 8 workstation and launch our Hero project. I don't want to launch it. I want to open show card content lib. Go into, that is a very good base to make games, by the way. The one who created that, you're my hero. Thank you. Thanks to you, I can create my port of my game. So new interactable, that thing here. So you have so many parameter, and you have like, I need to look for the talk interactable. So if interactable is talk, player new dialogue, player interact content. So that, see, that's the function that we want. So it's a function that leads to a function that leads to a function. Good programming. No, seriously, good programming. Thanks. And that feature that you see me use right now, where I like move around to look for that player, that new dialogue, is one I coded myself. So I'm not even like new interactable check. So where does that feature comes from? Like player new dialogue, is that in the main, like help, player handler, player functions? Might be, could be in any of these library, which makes it hard to know where is the dialogue stored, dialogue system. Probably in player handle, player function maybe. Let's take a look. So again, we look for player new dialogue, and it's not, it is there, that's the player new dialogue, and it only display one dialogue at the time. So I will need to really use like if chains to create a multi-dialogue system, which is what I would like eventually. But for now, like this only like split string max length. Like, where is the box around it? Because player render talk, there it is. There it is. So we have the player render talk that we must use somewhere. We have our little windows here that talk background color. Okay, so I want to change that first because I prefer it if it was like 0. I don't want to launch it. No, sorry. So search talk background color, and there is no talk background color found in that project. Damn. Things are really compartmentalized, which makes it hard a little bit to see where the variables are set up, like that, where that come from. Like, does that comes from setting? Like, search that, there it is. So let's try 0 and talk border color. Let's go with, if I go look at the color list and I put them in order, so we probably want to have white as the border, right? So 7, that'd be 7. So we try that. Talk text color, it can be 7 too. Yeah, I don't mind, but it could be like a bit more like pure white is a bit intense for text. I know that, so I would go with 15s. That would look so nice. Just that will change the game so much. If I go talk to this guy, like, that looks good. That's a good text box, but I think I prefer it white on white though. Like, try that, something like that. That does look better for some reason. Okay, but now the text is just straight up to the left. We don't want that. We want it to be like to have the character that's talking to us displayed to the left before the text. So but so far that is great. That is great. I don't have a lot to complain with what we have so far. So player take item, blah blah blah, player update player talk, and player render talk. That's it. So actually displaying it, if there is something to be displayed. But I don't know, player render talk, does that mean that this is only when the player talks or when people talk to the player? See? Not sure about that. So we put the text there, right? But we probably want to move the X of it. And also this is showing like the first element in talk, so I don't know how that would handle like multiple box conversation, but for now let's not worry about that too much. That I think is where we put the text, so let's give it a plus whatever is the size of our image plus 2, so that would be plus 18. So now the text should be a little bit more on the right. It's not. It's it is not. So that's not what we want. That changed nothing, which is not good. So sub, that would be the text and then the position, right? So print sub if blah 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 talk in progress blah blah talk color. I think it's supposed to handle like multiple dialogue for the same character. So I don't think I don't know if I have still the original demo that was for making platformer. I think not platformer, but you know, games. It's not there, so but it's still online, like the what I used to create the hero project from. So yeah, right now I can just talk to this guy and he only tells me one thing, so only one dialogue per person, which I hate. I don't like that. So if I go back here, we have like dialogue, time talk, length, print. So we have multiple options to print the text. I talk 2, I talk 3. I don't even know what those are. Like I, what is I? I that talk. I would be the index of the conversation. Strange, right? So I'm not sure what these means. Like if there is no text, right? I don't know. Text color. Talk text color. What changed here? Like 18, 10. What? Would that be for when it display like something? I don't know. Huh. Understanding that code is already like, if there is pending dialog display, determine the length of the string. So the thing is, I think there's pending dialogues. There can be pending dialogue, right? Right? I need to see a demonstration of that. Like if I take a look at the conversation we have here, like this one is very long, like it is longer. Welcome to the dungeon, explore blah, blah. It is very long. So I'd be curious to see, like, does that handle multiple dialogue, and that is not set to true. So I'm kind of curious about how that would work, how that would work. These are very long text. And the original. So the best way to test those, I think, is just to change the map to I think the default map is called 0. Is that it? Yeah. If I go into the project file, show card content, and the maps, yeah, it's 0. So if I can close like this thing, close, yeah, close. No, I can't close that one, and I save run. Oh, now I'm in the water. So yep, just so that's gonna be for the summon map, and I'm just gonna copy that line and write a new one for map to 0 so that we can. Oh, and was it already there? Like new player, what? Let's try it out and run. And we are here, so we can get the weapon, the sword, and talk to that guy. Hi, show me your sword. Okay, that guy just says that, but where's the welcome? There's supposed to be a welcome somewhere. Welcome to the Total Explorer. Use enter to open. Stay, enjoy your stay. So that's a single conversation, and I cannot like get multiple panels of conversation, which is not what I want for the end project. So to handle multiple conversation or that, I just want to move on the right side the text for now. Like there is an if there, and I'm not sure how that works, so that doesn't help. But let's just let's just put plus 18 so that when I talk to people it should be offset just a little bit. Get the sword, try to break the barrel. It works. What is that new weapon? I have another. I have a long range weapon. Does that work with every barrel? No, that was the same. Boom. Hi, show me. So it's not offset to the left, so that did not work. Now let's try with this one. Plus 18. Once again, reload the game. And now I know I can break barrel. I cannot break anything if I don't have at least a weapon. So yes. And now let's go back to that same person. Hi, show me your sword, and I'll give you, like, with that sword, you can, what? Interesting. But it's not offset, like the text is not offset to the right, and I'm a bit disappointed by that. So if I want to offset the text, like, is that where I set the position for the text? Max length, string, position, length, no position, no position, no position. So that's the window where the window goes, the position for it, and then the size for it. You have the rectangle there, and here you should have text, and the text position should be that, right? I don't get it. We're printing what is put into the curse string. That's okay, so that just writes it one character at a time, right? Player new dialogue, so rewrite it, and if it's not null we can start to print the text. But for some reason I can't offset it no matter what I try to do. Like put plus 18. That I feel would be the position, right, for the text. Now they all have plus 18 on their x-axis, and they have no other. Advance the text. Okay, if talk, process, length, blah blah. But where, like, I get it, like this would print the text one line at a time. But where do I get the position for the text on the x-axis? Is that the one here? Is that what it does? Is that like, I don't get it. I talk one. What is that word? That one. So if I need once again to go try to talk to somebody and see if the text is just a little bit more on the right, because if I can't move the text to the right, doesn't help, right? So here, let's try something. Plus 18. Boom. Let's try again. Like that could work for some weird freaked up reason. I have an idea of how that could work. It does not work. What is the problem here? Like that should totally work. And that's the size. You don't change the size, you just move it to the left. Like that render player talk. So it's not player talk. I'm not even modifying the right thing here, I feel. Like, what a frick. Player action, blah blah. Where is like the other talk thing where I could like position stuff and have like the same system of text being displayed? Because that ain't working for sure. Player move, player give item, player take item. counter as item, interaction, handle interact. Like here we have, I think, explanation tag object that can be interacted with over interactable map blah blah blah. Here are you auto trigger. That's good, but like that's the position of the object, not where the dialogue is rendered, so that doesn't help. I'm starting to believe like that really all of this is not the text I'm seeing. So if I remove that, for example, right, and run and go talk to the guy, there will still be a rectangle behind what he says to me. I'm pretty sure. Ah, damn, I stopped the program. So I have to rerun it again, go take the sword, get stuck in the tree, go talk to this guy. Sorry. So see, there is still like black dialogue. It's not working. Okay, so that is not the text I want to edit. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that does, but it's not what I'm looking for. That is not how NPCs communicate to you. So at least we found, I think, one of the functions we needed to find. So let's remove the change I made and let's try to find the actual library that handles the talk in this game. So enemies, enemy game world, might be in game world. Helper, custom pal, blah blah blah, spray animation, table, check player collision. What does that do? Animate, sprite, move toward, move character, can't see. Is that for real? Is that so that you can have like a pet or something that can help you, or you know, like somebody could join your team? Like that game is so complete. Damn, it doesn't look like it, but it has so many features that you can use. And you have like interactables. I took a look at that. So player new dialogue, player interactable content 1. Condition talk, always display the first text even if the condition met. Player new dialogue, interactable content 1. The player as needed item, take the item. The interactable as spoken to this, but where do we draw the talk for the entity? So player new dialogue, that's really where it's supposed to work, right? So player new dialogue, so that is really into player render talk, player new dialogue. So that just puts the text, because T, where is T? Yeah, T is like text, right? I don't even see where T is used. Add result cursor string. Add result cursor string. Add to what? To results? Cursor string. Split string. I talk. And now you have the render talk. That would be the function that's in charge of like rendering stuff, right? That's the only one I found. Like, and where is that function called player render talk? Like, is that rendered here somewhere? If I look for it, player render talk, yeah. No, so where are we even using that function? Because it must come from somewhere. It must be used somewhere, right? The text must come from somewhere. So player interactable, let's look for that. So there is no render talk, so it's not there. It's in game world maybe. Look for it. No. Enemies door, enemy data, helper, interactable, item based particle, pickups, player function. I already looked at that. Player handle, save setting, weapon system. So where's that? Why are we using that? It's a function that is not used. And there is documentation probably. So I'm just gonna search for that. No, it's not in the documentation. So it must be somewhere, right? So you have like all of these player handler. Let's take a look at player handler. I'm not sure we took a look at that. Is that in there? It's not. It's not. So we're not using player talk anywhere. So render player, yeah. Draw player HUD. That might be where we have the text, right? No, that's for when we open stuff. So draw aperture. What is aperture? Is that at the top, right? What is that? But I don't see the text. I don't see talk. I don't see text. Dialogue stuff. Okay, so there it is. Player render talk. Player render inventory. So if talk, if state equal talk. Okay. So that is really where the talk is being rendered, for sure. Then that means if I'm not crazy, okay, I go into player function. I have too many of these open. I'm just gonna reboot and start over. But I hope I will keep the change I made to the sprite I just drew, because I put a lot of heart and effort into that. So go into PBS, show load cartridge here for sure, show card content, library, player function, talk, next, render talk, and here let's say I want it without the rectangle. Save that, go into the sprites, make sure our new sprites is there. Okay, that's nice, save that. And now to run it, let's go back, run hero.
À midi, c'est dans mon sac, mon cuisine, à côté de que je cuisine. L'avion est à côté, puis les deux sont pas ni rien.
Pour l'instant.
Je sais. Puis on y va progressivement. Puis c'est pour ça que je l'ai pas enlevé du sac non plus. Je le laisse dans le sac, elle va s'adapter.